There are some things that I was not taught growing up that I now know and have learned as an upwardly mobile adult. For context, I grew up below the poverty line and I now am like middle class, upper middle class in the San Francisco Bay Area. I built a career in Silicon Valley and so has my partner. We are dual income, no kids. The first one is that money does buy happiness up until a certain point. What I mean by this is you can exchange the money you've made for time back in your day. For example, today I had my house fully cleaned for me. I had a gardener come, and I'm also having my cars washed and detailed. That means when my partner comes home from work tonight and we get to spend time together, we're not worried about getting the house clean. We're just getting to enjoy our relationship. It also buys less arguments because you're not nagging each other to get these chores done. Perhaps the most important learning is that if you invest the first 10 years of your life like no one else will live, it opens up the rest of your life to live like nobody else can. For example, the first 10 years of my career were really, really hard. I worked in tech, I built my career from nothing, I had no family help. I was the opposite of a Nepo baby. There were times where I would break down crying in the bathroom at work, and I did not know how I was going to make it through. Because I had such a steep learning curve compared to my colleagues, they came from a background where both of their parents worked in corporates. They were kind of around the vernacular and the way of life and how to approach politics, and I had to learn all of that on the job. What's crazy though is I made enough money that I could now pay myself to pivot my career, and I started becoming a content creator last year. I'm still planning to go back to tech, but for the rest of my career, I'll never have to work in a job that I don't want to because I have enough financial cushion to make my own decisions about where I want to take my career. And that's just not a mindset that I was ever raised with. I was raised with the mindset that you work until you die at a job that you do not enjoy. And when you have upward mobility and you've worked hard for the first 10 years, provided yourself that financial cushion, you then have the opportunity to make choices about the types of work you do and the types of jobs you take. The last one is that the hard work doesn't feel like it's paying off in the middle of doing it, but it will pay off. If I want to go out to eat now, I don't have to think about how much it costs. If I want to go on a trip, I can go on the trip. If I want to do this or that, I can go do it. That financial freedom comes with a level of peace that I never experienced until now.